Practice. Hey Marilyn, how you doing? Fuck. Kind of like that one too. Oh my god. Thanks for the super chat. You said, why hasn't the organization contacted me back? I feel like they're going to call you. They're gonna contact you eventually, probably in the next 4 days. I got number 4 here. They might call you back. They might contact you in the next 4 days. They're just trying to sort things out, and then they're gonna get back to you. So right now they're like got other things going on, so they'll get in contact with you in 4 days probably. Let's see, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, so probably by Monday they'll contact you, or but between now and Monday, they're trying to figure everything out. That's what I'm getting. I don't get nothing bad. It looks like they'll still do it, or they'll still get back to you and see what type of gain they can get from this. If it's something to do with money or getting money from it or getting some type of profit from it, then that's what they're probably trying to figure out before they get back to you. But you should hear from them in the next 4 days probably. But I don't get nothing bad though. Just might take about another 4 days between now and Monday, I would say. So it could be tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Could be like the next couple of days they'll get back to you. But it looks like they're trying to sort things out financially, probably, or something like that. You're welcome. Da, 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 da. That's not bad. None of this stuff, man. I already got all of this shit already, pretty much. I don't really need anything like that. Those, but I don't really want that either. What's the matter, baby? It's windy? I know. My dog's wondering what's going on. She has an idea. When she sees me pack up everything, she knows the weather's gonna be shitty. Hurricane's coming by soon. Like some of the whips of it. It's supposed to be at its closest point at 6. It's 4 o'clock now. So it is pretty windy though. It's pretty windy outside. It's pretty shitty. Yep. It's Hurricane Erin. It's doing more damage to North Carolina and on the East Coast. There's a lot of swells and water and stuff. So far, all we've gotten is wind. I just finished packing up everything. And trust me, you don't want to. I've experienced at least 20 in my lifetime. And that's no joke. At least 20 of them now in my lifetime. It's not going to hit us. See above my head? See the yellow thing? That's the hurricane. It's 300 miles and 340 miles away from us, but we're going to feel like 30, 40 mile an hour winds. Like right now, it's like 30. We have a little bit of rain. It's not hitting us dead on, but we don't evacuate here. We don't have to. No. Bermuda is built for hurricanes. Our houses are all concrete, so it's not like the United States where our houses like fall to pieces, and like all these other countries where their houses are made out of wood. See, our houses ain't made out of wood. It's made out of concrete. We're built for hurricanes. So we've been through a lot of hurricanes. It damages a lot of things. Don't get me wrong. It will damage stuff. Yeah. No, we don't have basements here. Our basement is a water tank. We have water tanks underneath our house. All the houses do. We don't have basements. Some houses have like kind of basements, but not really. But we don't have a basement here. We just a water tank because we don't have like no other source of water. See, we're an island in the middle of the ocean. So how are we going to get water? We have to get water through rainwater and through wells. So what happens is our roofs, right? Our roofs are white and it has these pipes that it goes down underneath the house. The roof catches the water. It goes into the pipes and underneath the house to a big ass tank. And then we have a pump that pumps the water through the house to give us water. So right now, might have a big tank underneath this house. This is a big ass house. So our tank is like 30,000 gallons of water. It can hold 30,000 gallons of water or close to that when it's full. And right now it's almost full because it's rained a lot. So when it rains, All the roofs catch the water, goes into the tank to supply us water to take a bath, take a shower. Yeah, it's fresh water pretty much. And we have filters, and the filter, you can drink the water. It's not contaminated. It goes through a filter. And our tanks are made out of concrete. So some people even paint their tanks with like a special paint, so that way like it's always clean. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people should do it, but people don't. Bermuda has some of the best houses in the world. They're built very, very strong. They're meant for like hurricanes, and they're meant for for like living in a the average house here is $1 million. There's nothing less than that. You can't get a house for less than $1 million unless it's a piece of shit. But the average house here is over 1 million. So you have to, like, Bermuda is a place where it's an island, so you have to have certain things, or else you're not gonna have nothing. But see, our houses are like bulletproof. During a hurricane, it's very rare that a house gets ripped apart unless it's old. Yeah. The house I live in right now is 30 years old, and it's been through a lot of hurricanes, and it's never been damaged. Because it's built out of 12-inch and 10-inch blocks. So it ain't going nowhere. And the amount of hurricanes I've witnessed in the last 15 years in this house, I'm surprised it's still up here. But that's the thing, hurricanes are powerful, but concrete is more powerful. Concrete is ridiculously strong, especially here in Bermuda. Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't do what we do because they don't. It's expensive to do, because you have to have a concrete house in order to do it, right? You can't just do it out of wood, because the actual roof itself is made out of slate, limestone slate, and you can do it out of foam too. SKB, which is like foam, and then you put like a cement coating on it. Some houses here have some roofs are concrete, some roofs are limestone, some roofs are foam. So it all depends, and then the foam gets screwed in with big ass screws, right? And then they coat it and put hurricane clips on it so it doesn't rip the roof off. Because the only thing that will really go during a hurricane will be parts of your roof. So if your roof is built properly, it would never blow off. It'll be like a miracle if it comes off. It'd have to be like a ridiculous tornado or something. But there's a lot of places in the world that should learn from us, but they're just dumb. They don't want to do it. Or it's just the cost. It's too much money. But there's a lot of Portuguese people here, and my family's Portuguese, and they're from Portugal and from the islands of Portugal. And I know a guy from Bermuda that built a Bermuda house in the Azores on an island, and he has the exact same house he has here. He has it there with the blinds, the roof, and the pump, and the water tank and everything. So you can do it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've experienced tornadoes, and the tornadoes are included in the hurricane. So sometimes when you have a hurricane, there's tornadoes that go in it, and that's when you hear the tornado come through, So I've seen the tornadoes come through here plenty of times. Yeah. I would say back in 2014, I was here for probably like a couple years, and where I live, there's like a zigzag road like this. It's like a couple S's, right? And there's all casuarina trees. If you know what a casuarina tree is, it's probably like 4 feet in round diameter, and they're big ass trees. They're like 30 feet tall, and there was like probably 10 of them in between the roads, right? And then you have the telephone poles too. So all 10 of those casuarina trees got taken down by a tornado. because a tornado came through the road there and completely destroyed them. I have pictures of them. They were all crisscrossed like this in the road. You couldn't even drive in the road. They're like a big bulldozer like had to come and like push them out of the way to the side so people couldn't come in, and then they had to cut each piece like 5-foot pieces and get a crane to pick up the pieces of trees and dispose of it. It was crazy. That was probably the craziest shit I've ever witnessed. And a hurricane can't do that. It has to be the tornadoes that are in the hurricane. So that's what happens during the hurricane. There's tornadoes, and one came through here, probably like about maybe 300 feet from here. It came through, and I heard it too, because you can hear like the branches and everything, and the trees breaking. It sound like lightning and thunder. It was ridiculous. But I remember recording it, and I couldn't get through. No, we don't have tidal waves here. No. That's one thing we don't have, thank God. So we don't have tidal waves, but back in 2004, we had a hurricane called Hurricane Fabian, and it was 30 to 60 foot waves that crashed into our island. So no, we don't have tsunamis here either, thank God. That's usually over the other side where Japan is and the other ocean, whatever it's called over there. I think it's the Indian Ocean or whatever. Every area has their like things. You know how California has earthquakes and all these other places. That we don't have earthquakes here. We just have, all we have here is like hurricanes and tornadoes and stuff. But in 2004, I was talking about this yesterday with my friend, because he said, what was the worst hurricane I ever witnessed? And I said, back in 2004, it was like 30 to 60 foot waves, and we had a category 4 hurricane. It was the worst Bermuda's ever seen. And it went on top of the road it's like the road's right here, and then the beach is all right here, right? So the road is like probably, I would say 30 feet up in the air. So the waves were crashing over the street, the road, and completely eroded everything and took the whole street into the ocean. There was no street there. At least like probably 30 feet of street was gone. So when people came to the end of the road and where the corner is, where the beach, you look down and it was rocks. The road was completely gone. And that road stayed like that for a whole year before they fixed it completely. Because what they had to do was the water's right there. So they had to find a way to like build it up slowly with concrete. So they slowly built it up, put rocks in there, boulders, like they had to make it look like a beach wall again with rocks and like concrete. And then once they got it right up to the level of the road, which took a while because you have to wait like a month before you put more on top of it, right? So it took a whole year for that road to be completely drivable. At one time, it was only one lane, but now it's back to normal. It's been back to normal for a while. And they put like these big silver railings there to like help the road stay in place for the next storm if it ever happened. But right there, like this place I'm talking about is 5 minutes away from me because I live next to the water, but I'm up high, so nothing's gonna happen up here. I'll never drown from water because we're way up high. We're like the highest point. So, but being up high like this where I am is worse for wind. You feel more wind up here. So that's the only thing I don't like about living here. But it's good that I'm up high because I'll never, the water will never reach here. That ain't gonna happen. And plus, we live on a big ass hill, so the water will always go down if it ever reaches, as far as here, which it won't. Because the water's far away from me, but only a 5-minute drive away. But for the water to reach here, it'd be it's not gonna happen. But that year that this hurricane came in 2004, it destroyed everything. It destroyed the bridge. We have a bridge that goes from one place to the airport, and the bridge was completely gone. Half the bridge was gone. So nobody can drive through that bridge for a whole month. So everybody that was on that side of the island was stuck. You couldn't come see people over the other side. You couldn't go nowhere. You were stuck there for a whole month. And then the trucks came and they built the bridge back up. But it took a long time for that shit to go back. And then we had people, we had like because we're pertaining to the British, and the British come here and tried to help us. And then the president at the time, he was an ignorant jackass, and he goes, "We don't need your help. You know, you can take your boat back and blah blah blah." And it's like, all right. So then it could have got done faster, but he had so much pride. He believed in our own people to do it, which we did. We did it. But one thing about hurricanes, people here that live here that know how bad it is, we all come together. So companies really don't make no money. They volunteer their services and their materials to put Bermuda back, together again. But that storm was probably the worst I've ever witnessed in my life. Yeah. Where I actually saw telephone poles waving like a noodle, like that. And I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? It's like some movie shit. So that I've been through two major hurricanes, category 4 to 5, and the rest are like 3, 2, 1. They're like still bad, but major ones. Those were the major ones, which it took a long time to recover. Long time. Yeah, English is the national, like the regular language. Yeah, but Bermuda is owned by the British. We're a British colony, so you know we have a British government, a governor, but the president is Bermudian. The president of Bermuda is a Bermudian. He's not even called a president; he's called a premier. He's doing an okay job. He's actually younger than me. He's like 44. All right, let me answer your other question. I'm over here ranting and telling you about hurricanes. All right, if I invite SD to my event, will he come or at least send someone to come in his place? All right, let me check. Yeah, my accent is Bermudian. They see we don't really talk proper English. Like how Jamaicans say yaman and all that stuff. Like we're like Jamaicans almost. We have our own slang. Like we say things a lot different. But this is my accent's nothing compared to like what I talk. Like I talk to you guys. Yeah, I know. I talk to you guys like how I normally talk, but to like, but if I see my buddies and shit, I talk a different way. So because if I talk like this, they'll be like, "You all right?" It'll be too like normal. So when we see each other, we say different things. Like we pronounce things different. We have a slang. Everything here is abbreviated. We don't really say too many you know, proper English things. It's all like slang. We say a lot of things differently and more brute. Everybody thinks I'm from New York, but I'm not nowhere near. We're close to New York, but we're not New York people. We have our own language, like it's our own accent. It's a Bermudian thing. But you have the ghetto Bermudians here, and they talk really, really ghetto, where you're like, what the fuck did they just say? Sometimes I gotta listen to them because they're so bad. They pronounce things so bad and so abbreviated, and they say stupid shit like it don't make no sense. A lot of them talk like a bunch of morons, but you know, yeah. Sometimes I do the Bermudian accent on here, and everybody starts laughing. It's like my name. My name is Mark, right? But people go, Mark. Hey, Mark, what's up, bruh? You good? You good? They say Mark. So some people in here write MAK. Those are the people who I said that to, and they know that that's how people here would spell my name is MAK, like Mark. Yo, Mark. They don't say Mark. They say Mark. Right. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. It's just like when I say hose. Everybody laugh when I say who. It's damn who or these hoes. They start laughing. Yeah, we pronounce things a lot differently. Oh, yeah, a lot of people do. When I went to Boston, because I go to Boston a lot. And one time I was talking to like a real Bostonian slang type of guy, and I talked my slang, and he didn't understand a word I said. He asked this guy to translate what I said because he didn't know what I said. He says, I don't understand you, bro. You talk way different. So I started talking like a Bostonian because I can do voices and things, right? So I said, hey, what's up, mate? You all right? You know, and I was like, hey, where's all the lobster? Bostonians have that like hardcore, like they say things weird, right? So you're like, what? And they also say, hey, Mark, you're from Bermuda. And they say things like that. He goes, oh, you like lobster? They say things totally different, right? I can understand them because I think it's funny and I can mock them, right? But when I speak Bermudian, they're lost. They're like, I don't even know what this guy said. It's like Jamaicans. When Jamaicans talk, it's hard to understand what they're saying because they pronounce things a lot different. But we have my one of my best friends is Jamaican, so we understand each other perfectly fine. But Bermudian isn't like Jamaican, but it's not it's kind of close, but not really. But it's like a different slang, like hers, yeah, hers. Marilyn's got me down. She's like, yeah, you say hers like hers. Be hers. That's how Bermudians talk. Oh my god, that girl's a hoe. That's how they talk here. If another girl sees another girl, they're like, oh my god, look at her eyelashes. Like they say stupid shit. It's so funny. Honestly, if it wasn't for me to get in trouble for mocking them, right? I would be in big trouble if I mocked them like in a serious way and like did like a comedy thing. They would fucking kill me because then I would make them look like how dumb, like how they sound, right? But I do it with my nephews and stuff, and I'll hear somebody talk like, and I'll start mocking them and shit, and then they start laughing like crazy. All right, let me see. Is if you invite SD to the event, will he come? All right. So I don't think he's gonna come. It doesn't say actually like he is. He's thinking about it and he might come. But let me see if he'll put somebody in his place. I'm getting no. But I'm getting that he might actually come if he has time, or like he doesn't have, or he like cancels other plans. I feel like he has other plans, but if he doesn't go, he won't put somebody in his place. No, I'm getting a no for that. But I'm getting that he does want to go, but he has to see if he can cancel his plans to make your, because I think he had, well, the cards say that he has plans on the day of this event. But if he cancels those plans, he'll come to your event. Hey Barbie, how you doing? So that's what the cards are saying, that he still might come, but it might be a last minute decision. But if he doesn't go, he's not gonna put somebody in his place. No. Like he's not gonna have nobody else represent him. Yeah, Barbie. So far so good. The hurricanes, the whips are coming through now. We're getting windier and windier over here, but nothing bad though. The maximum wind right now we're getting is 28. So I just checked it, which is not bad at all. My nephew and I put up the hurricane shutter on the porch just to enclose the porch area, so that way everything doesn't fly away. We put all the furniture under there, all the pool stuff. It's not bad. It's not even raining, but the good thing is the actual hurricane is down to 100 miles an hour, so it's dying right now actually. Because these idiots said yesterday, oh, it's gonna get stronger and stronger and blah blah blah. Now it's getting weaker and weaker. But they said it's growing in size, and I'm like, I ain't seeing no difference yet. These people just talk to hear themselves. They, like you said the other day, they want you to hit the panic button. I think it was you that said that. But these people are full of shit. Just like how they said here, it's gonna be 50-mile-an-hour winds. Oh my God, the world's coming to an end, and it's nothing bad, nothing at all. It's like bullshit right now. It's nothing happening really, which I'm glad. I don't want it to be bad, but there's like a streak of rain, like a whip, like from the how the hurricane has whips, like one of the whips are coming through, like maybe in another hour or so, a whip is gonna come through, a whip of rain. So in that whip, there's probably gonna be like some more wind and stuff. But after this whip, there's nothing I see after that. It's nothing, and we're getting like the tail end of the whip, and it's all breaking apart. So I don't know if it's really gonna like do anything to us. I don't really see anything significant after that, because as that whip goes, it's going to away from us. So it looks like we're not gonna get anything after that. Because like this, after this, I could see it on the imagery, and it's nothing bad. So I'm glad, because the way these people talk, you would think the world's coming to an end. I don't really believe none of these people. I believe in God. God is my weatherman, and I just tell him, look, just keep us safe, and that's it. And he knows what's happening. He keeps us safe all the time. I ain't listening to no weather freaks. Hey, Tanya, how did the meeting go? Oh, the boss canceled? I guess that's why it was good cards. Because you weren't going to have nothing happen. So you must be happy that she canceled, because that way you ain't got to deal with it. See? That's good. Okay, Barbie. Yeah, it hit the North Carolina shoreline. I was watching it. Yeah. It was pretty bad over there. But at least nobody's dead and nobody died. So, but here it's getting windier and windier, that's for sure. Like every now and then we have like a big squall come through, and it's like, boom. And I'm like, oh shit. All that anxiety all night for nothing, see? So maybe the cards are saying that you're relieved now because you don't have to deal with the meeting. See? I knew it was going to be good. See, it's good. You didn't have to deal with it. But either way, it says it was going to be good anyway. I think it will be, Tanya, I think it will be. It doesn't look like it's going to do anything. I'm inside and I'm staying in here. I'm not going nowhere. I already, packed everything up. My nephews helped me put up the hurricane thing on the porch. The wind's coming like this way, like this. So the back of the house doesn't really get much. We closed all the blinds and shutters. I'm pretty much prepared. I put duct tape on my mailbox so it doesn't flip up and down and run away. My neighbor was tying his mailbox with string. But see, just now, like a big squirrel came through. I can hear it. It was like, and then my screen door right here, it'll bang and it'll go boom, 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 like that. It would like shake it. But it's nothing serious though. As you can see, look. See all those clouds and see the blue circles? That's like thunder. But you don't really see no rain. See, now we're on the tropical warning as of 3 o'clock. They just put that up at 3 o'clock. Tropical storm warning. Yeah, see, it's getting way windier now. That's for sure. See, and now it says this evening mostly cloudy with showers, and then Friday afternoon is supposed to be all cool again. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Saturday is supposed to be nice. That's good because that's my nephew's birthday party. Hopefully the weather's good by then. But see, as you can see, it says 25 to 30 gusts, 45, 25 to 35. That's tonight. So it's not that bad. 35 and 45 isn't bad at all. We won't lose electricity or anything. And if we do, we have the generators fixed. So I think I'm more prepared than most people. But the good thing is the hurricane itself is moving fast. It's 18 miles an hour. So it's moving very fast. So that means the faster it goes, the better it is for us. So that way, goodbye. Fuck off and leave us alone. But it's still 300 and something miles away. See what it says right there? 337 miles away. Closest point of approach is 6 p.m., which is an hour and a half from now. So an hour and a half from now, it's the closest approach, which you wouldn't even think it's that close because it's not even that bad outside. So I'm good. I'm happy that it's not bad. And see, look, right there it says south-southwest 22 knots. So like 22 knots is like 20 miles an hour. So it ain't nothing serious. It's definitely humid here. I was soaking wet earlier putting up that hurricane shutter thing. It's so humid. It's not like the sun's not out, but it's so dry and humid. It's nasty. It's annoying. But it's fine. I rather it be like this than be worse. That's for sure. Hey Sophie, how you doing? Hi. I'm just here chilling. The hurricane's getting closer here, like the outer bands, but we're supposed to be all right. Nothing bad. Yeah, I'm okay. Glad you're doing good. I'm just on here shooting the shit, just wasting some time before the bad weather comes. It's kind of getting more and more windier, but it's all right now. It's not bad. I'm just glad I got power. I'm glad I got everything I need. I went to the grocery store, got dinner for tonight, got everything I need, got some snacks. I'm good to go. I've already been on here once already. I'm here now twice. I'll probably come back on again later. Oh, really? Dogs like me anyway. I've always been like a person that animals like. Dogs love me. I've never been attacked by a dog or anything like that. Animals just tend to like me, period. I come across as, a person who loves animals, so they know that I'm no harm to them, you know? Everybody's dog loves me. When I go to somebody's house, I'm like, hey, buddy. And they're like, oh, watch out. She's aggressive. I'm like, his dog ain't aggressive. I'll go right up to the dog, and the dog will be like wagging his tail and licking me, and I'll be petting the dog. It's like, hey, good girl, good boy, or whatever. And the owner's like, oh wow, my dog likes you. That's weird. No, she doesn't really like too many people. I said everybody loves me. I said every dog loves me. So they started laughing. My friend used to have a golden retriever, a big ass golden retriever. He's gone now. He's no longer with us. But that dog absolutely adored me. Like I used to come in, I used to go to the inside the house. As soon as the dog saw me, he'll fall on the ground, put his legs up, make let me rub his belly and his whole body, and I'll be like, "Hey, boy, what's up, buddy?" And he'll be like, "Ah," he'll be making all this noise, and the owners will be laughing like crazy. They'll be like, "What the fuck? What is wrong with this dog? He never does this unless you come." I like that's because he knows he loves me. See, he's like, Mark's gonna rub my belly and my back and give me some love. My neighbor's dog always comes over here. It's a little tiny fluffy dog. He's so cute. And when he sees me, he'll come running to me in the yard. And she'll be like, "Come over here, get over here now." And then but then I start talking to the owner, the girl or the woman. I'll start talking to her. She'll be like, "Oh my God, every time my dog sees you, he comes running over here. He acts like this is his yard." I said, "It's cool. I know he's coming over here to come see me. He's all right." But most dogs, they know who likes them and who doesn't. Dogs can sense fear and sense like a person not liking them. So yeah, yeah, I like dogs. I've always had a dog. Diamond's probably the worst dog I've had. That's for sure. The biggest pain in the ass, the biggest pain in the ass dog ever. My first dog was not a pain in the ass. Well, he was in the beginning, just like her, but she's still a pain in the ass till today. Like she's 10 years old and she still does stupid things and doesn't obey me when I tell her shit. She just doesn't care. See, and I think the reason she's like that is because she knows I'm not gonna hit her, right? And I just say no, but she doesn't care. But my ex brother-in-law, when he was in charge of her, when he had her, because it was his dog, he used to hit her when she didn't, when she didn't do what he wanted her to do, he would hit her. I'd be like, yo, man, don't hit the dog, man. Dog don't know that. You gotta train the dog. He's like, I don't fucking fuck this dog. He used to hit her, kick her. So now she knows that I don't do that. And I just tell her no, and she don't. She's like, yeah, you're not gonna hit me. You're not like the other assholes. So she's like, yeah, I'm not getting hit, so I'm gonna do what I want. Well, I wanted to kill him and hit him, but I couldn't, because it's not my dog. It wasn't my house. I was just here in the apartment like I am now. But he never wanted the dog. But this dog's 10 years old. The first 6 years, he had her, and then the last 4 years, I took the dog, and the last like 2 years, he's been gone, and she's a totally different dog. But she's still a pain in the ass, though. She's still like I don't know. She just does a lot of stupid things, and she knows she's not supposed to do it, but she still does it. And that's what pisses me off about her. It makes you want to hit her because she doesn't pay attention. But I just leave her alone. I just walk away. So when she doesn't like do what I tell her to do, I just walk away and be like, yeah, whatever, you dumb dog. What I do is I punish her in different ways. I know that she wants to be next to me inside all the time. So when she does something bad, I'll leave her outside all day, as long as it's not bad weather. I'll leave her outside all day. And then when she finally comes inside, she'll go to her bed and she'll plant herself there as if to say, I've been outside all day under punishment. Now I'm gonna come in here and be a good girl. She's not stupid, but she does dumb things sometimes. And then sometimes, like when we eat our dinner, she wants to be around us to see if we'll give her something. But she's such a pain in the ass when we're eating that we can't keep her inside no more because she goes crazy. Like she's never seen like food in her life, and she'll pace back and forth and start going. But she never used to do that until recently. And she's been really, this year has been her craziest year. Like she's just doing, not normal things like she used to do. Like she never used to pee um, outside on the tile. She'll pee on the grass. Now she pees on the tile every now and then. So it's like, what the hell is wrong with you? But it's nothing major, It's not like, you know, drastic things. It's just stupid shit. My mom always says, she's a dog, Mark. What do you expect? And I'm like, yeah, yeah. Okay, Sophie. Yeah, go. Are you gonna pick up your daughter? Okay, you said gonna go pick up my daughter. Okay, cool. I'll be back tonight. I should go get an Epsom salt bath. That box that I have on my steps right there is Dr. Teal's Epsom salt. They finally had some. I haven't had an Epsom salt bath in months. I always tell everybody get an Epsom salt bath, but I need one now that we have all this water because it rains so much. I think I'm gonna go get a nice Epsom salt bath and soak in there for like 20 minutes. Regenerate, yeah, regenerate my body. I need a nice Epsom salt bath. That's what I'm gonna go do. Actually, I need a nice bath. Soak my ass in there. Sounds like a good idea. It's definitely getting windier. That's for sure. Oh boy. All right. Looks like nobody's here. I'm gonna go. So I'll be back later on.